What's going on, guys? This is Joe. Welcome to the Geek for All YouTube channel, and welcome to the Aether Revolt pre-release. We are here at Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York. You can hear the pre-release itself going on in the background. You can hear the players. They are super excited about this event. I am super excited to get to opening 2 pre-release kits as I drag them in from the side and don't properly display them. There we go. Hey, look at that professionalism. Okay, so here are the Aether Revolt pre-release kits. We have 2 to open in this video. We have 2 to open in another video, which we hope that you guys subscribe and stay tuned to see that one. But we're going to get right into it. I am excited. Let's see what we get in this kit. We open it up. Let me zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. There we go. Okay. We've got the same kind of kit as we got from Kaladesh with the little lock button on the side. Super confusing to then pull it open. We have a green die in here. So I like to try to collect all 5. I usually trade for them if I have to, but here's a green die. In the kit itself, if you guys have not seen it, there's this little box that it comes with where if you don't destroy it opening it, because I've seen people destroy them opening them, you can get a box to keep your deck in. You get 4 packs of Aether Revolt. Like that, as I try to lay them out poorly. That's better. Okay, we leave those on the side. We have 2 packs of Kaladesh. We have an angel and a demon from Kaladesh. We have a little renegade sticker here, which is nice. We have the deck separator. So if you use this deck box as a deck box, you have a little separator for your deck and your sideboard. There's a little story insert. You guys can read that yourself if you get one of these kits. They're interesting, but I'm not going to do that here. And as we zoom in so everybody can see it, our reveal of our promo is a scrap trawler. Okay, it's a rare, it's a construct. That's about all I got for you. The foiling pattern on it looks okay. A little bit dark towards the top and the corner there, but otherwise it's all right. It's, yeah. That's about it. We'll see what else we get out of here. I'm going to start with Kaladesh. It is the one that we are more familiar with, so we can either get it out of the way or be super happy about sweet cards that we open. Hopefully it's the second one, of course, because who doesn't like value? I'll give you a hint. I do like value. So let's see what we get here. As we are going to do in our other video as well, please let us know in the comments down below what you would do with these cards. What kind of a deck would you make? What is this pre-release kit asking you to make? We have a 9th Bridge Patrol to start. High Tide Hermit, Ornamental Courage. We have Fortuitous Find, Self-Assembler, Tidy Conclusion, Inventor's Goggles, Giant Spectacle, Impeccable Timing, Consulate Skygate, Sky Whaler's Shot is our first uncommon, and a sweet one. 1, I love the art. 2, I love this card. It's a real nice uncommon. We have an Embral Bruiser and a Spark of Creativity. Again, interesting colors on this card as well, just in the art that's used. It's really, really nice, so I like that a lot. Behind that, our rare or mythic is Depala Pilot Exemplar. Awesome. We actually just saw Depala at the time of recording on the pre-release weekend itself. We just saw Depala in the most recent story with our girl Kari Zev, who you kind of can't see anymore, but she is on our playmat that you saw at the beginning. They were in the story. We love the story on here. I will link to our review of that story up at the top. You guys should definitely go check that out. But here's Depala. She's a sweet card. Hopefully we can use her in this kit. Behind her, we have an island, and behind that, a Thopter. Put those to the side. We have 1 more Kaladesh pack with an angel on it, as I said. We'll see what the angel has in store for us from Kaladesh, and then we will get to what everybody wants, which is the Aether Revolt packs. But still, we could have some sweet stuff in here, and it matters for the deck. So here is a Thriving Ibex, a Select 4 Inspection, a Cathartic Reunion with all the feels. We have a Fragmentize, an Appetite for the Unnatural, a Pima Outrider, a Workshop Assistant, a Glint Sleeve Artisan, an Eager Construct, a Contraband Kingpin as our first uncommon, and another gold card to go along with our Depala, and 4 unique colors, which makes it nice and difficult for us. We have a Long-Finned Sky Whale, which is a great card, beautiful art, just in general, love it. and an Elegant Edge Crafters. Our rare or mythic behind that is a Madcap Experiment. I don't know that you can make this work in Limited. Maybe you can. I haven't really tried yet, so I'm probably not the best person to ask, but I don't know. I don't know that I would try it in a pre-release, but maybe. Who knows? It is red, which is part of DePaula's colors. Anyway, behind that, looks like there's something else back here. We have an Armorcraft Judge foil. It is a foil uncommon, and not a bad foiling pattern on the card. Nothing like really stands out, but the background looks kind of nice. So there's that. We have the Armorcraft Judge in foil. Behind that, a Forest and a Servo token. As I said, what we're all really here for are the Aether Revolt packs. So let's open this up. I don't know this guy's name. I'm sorry that I don't know this guy's name. Maybe if the pack gives me this guy, I will have a way to remember this guy's name. We start with a gorgeous piece of art in the Dawn Feather Eagle. What a I mean, on commons, they have just such beautiful art. I love it. Absolutely love it. So here's the Dawn Feather Eagle, as I said. Behind that is the Embrawl Gear Smasher. We have the Aether Swooper. We have the Fen Hauler. Natural Obsolescence. Resourceful Return. Verdant Automaton, so he's got just a bunch of trees and stuff in him because he's part green. I guess that makes sense. We have the Augmenting Automaton for more automatons. We have an Aether Inspector, a Renegade Rallier for another gold uncommon. Tries to push you in a specific direction for a deck, but now we're being pulled in all different kinds of directions, so it doesn't necessarily help us. Behind that, an Invigorating Rampage with our little gremlin friends. And we have a Pacification Array. This card is awesome. We saw this art kind of animated in the trailer, but the art itself, even non-moving, looks really awesome, of this dwarf kind of getting captured here by the Consulate Inventions, so that's really nice. Behind that, we have our rare or mythic in the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Really nice. Black Menace Rogue, pretty low costing, so it gets you in early and quick. Aggressive, really nice. Behind that, anything else? Yes, we have a Foil Negate. Look at how nice that looks. The blue in there looks really great coming out of its chest. That's really, really, really nice. It being the Vidalkin, of course. But yeah, that looks really nice with the kind of the spell, the blue spell coming out in foil like that. Looks absolutely spectacular. So there's that. Behind that, a Forest and a Servo token. The Rotary Servo, as I like to call it. We're going to go with this guy again, because I still don't know his name, so we'll just get him out of the way so that I can stop not knowing things. And again, hopefully we just get him so that I can say his name. We have a Decommission. We have a Frontline Rebel, Dispersal Technician, Resourceful Return, Lifecraft Cavalry, Destructive Tampering. Very, very interesting art. I don't know that you guys can see all the detail in the background here, but this looks amazing back here. There's just explosions and a lot of things going on, and it looks really, really awesome. It's a Destructive Tampering. We have the Filigree Crawler. This guy looks cool, walking upstairs, little tutu insect, but he looks real big going upstairs, so I don't know how he's a tutu, but still, that's fine. Behind that, an Augmenting Automaton, more automatons. Here's an implement. It may even be our first one of the kit, an implement of Combustion. We have a Cogwork Assembler as our first uncommon. Look at this little guy, or this big guy, holding two little guys in his hands. That's really cool. We have Gonti's Machinations. I like Gonti a lot. He had played a lot bigger of a role in the story than I expected him to. So here's Gonti's Machinations. Behind that, we have the Enraged Giant. Look at this guy. He looks gross. Kind of cool, but gross at the same time. So here's an Enraged Giant, and behind that, our rare or mythic is... Speaking of story characters, here is Baral, Chief of Compliance. I like this guy a lot. I mentioned it in our other video as well, but if you have not read the story where Baral gets into his fight, his inevitable fight with Chandra, you need to go do that. Our review of it is over here. You should definitely go check it out. It was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Here's Baral Chief of Compliance. Can we talk about this card? How insane is this card? It looks amazing. Hopefully, you can make it work if you open it in a pre-release or you draft it or whatever. Maybe this kit has enough stuff for it. I'm not so sure yet. We have to wait and see. But here's Baral Chief of Compliance. I'm a big fan. So here's that. Behind him, we have another foil, which is really nice. We have a Pima Aether Seer in foil with those two big dragony worm things behind her. Really, really nice. I like that. I think the foiling is okay. There's, again, nothing really stands out. I mean, the eyes and the teeth of the beasts behind her is nice, and the ground is nice too. So I like that, but I also just like having a green uncommon in foil. So there we go. Behind that, we have a mountain and a Thopter token. We have 2 more packs left. We're going to start with the mean Tezzeret, the big bad guy in this set. We will see if we can get something sweet out of Tezzeret's pack. We have a Frontline Rebel. We have a Metallic Rebuke. We have another Caught in the Brights. I love this card so much. It's so cool. We have a Resourceful Return. A Druid of the Cowl for a Mana Dork. We have a Consulate Turret. We have a Bastion Inventor. We have a Welder Automaton, more automatons, a Lathnu Sailback. I love this guy. Look at how mean and awesome he looks at the same time. We have a Mobile Garrison for a vehicle. We have a Restoration Specialist as our uncommon. Pima Aether Seer again as our second uncommon. And a Maverick Thopterist as our third. That's really sweet. Again, another gold uncommon, which is kind of pulling us in certain directions, but it's given us a lot of options, which is really nice. Hopefully we can pull something together and make something work. That might not be too bad. So we have the Maverick Thopterist. Then we have our rare behind that. It is the 4th of 5 Story Spotlight cards. It is the Battle at the Bridge. It is a beautiful piece of Tezzeret art. Odd to call Tezzeret beautiful in any respect, but still, the art itself is fantastic. He looks so cool, having all that metal just wrapping around him in all these different ways. That battle is hopefully going to be amazing in the story. Again, at the time of recording, we haven't heard it yet, but I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. It's going to be amazing. So again, we enjoy story on this channel. I enjoy Battle at the Bridge. So here it is. Behind that, we have Just an Island and an Energy Reserve token. Again, nice to see these back. And by back, I mean just actually being given to us at the pre-release. Next, and finally, for this kit, don't forget we have a second one. But in this kit, we have a Johnny as our last pack. Let's see what we get, what this kit has for us. Maybe a Mythic? Something we haven't really seen yet. Let's see. We have a Precise Strike. We have a Hinterland Drake, one of our, I think it's our first one. That's really nice. An Alley Invasion, or Evasion, not Invasion, Evasion. A Fen Hauler. A Silk Weaver Elite. A Foundry Assembler. A Negate, again, very nice. A Prize Fighter Construct. A Sweatworks Brawler. A Renegade map, really cool piece of art. I understand what they're doing with like almost like invisible ink, kind of showing with the lantern, with the ether, where the path is that the renegades need to go to find other renegades that work for them. But yeah, it just looks really, really nice. Behind the Renegade map, we have a Hidden Herbalists. It kind of wants you to say Hidden Herbalists, doesn't it? That's not how you say it. It's Hidden Herbalists, so that's really nice. Again, just nice bright colors. I like that. That's cool. We have an Illusionist's Stratagem. That is our second uncommon. Beautiful piece of art on this as well. And our third is the Felidar Guardian. This is the card that everybody wants. This card is fantastic. So here's the Felidar Guardian. Get a play set of these, play them in Standard, and have fun, because it's going to be crazy for a little while with these guys. So here's the Felidar Guardian. Behind that, our rare or mythic would probably have to step it up to be as good as this right now, is the... I asked for a mythic, and I got a mythic. It is the Indomitable Creativity. What a beautiful piece of art. I don't know quite how this card works in Limited, and by that I don't mean that I don't know what the card does, I mean that I don't know that it works. But again, beautiful piece of art, that's what I can say. It's a mythic, I can say that too to make myself feel a little bit better. But again, that's one kit. Let's see if there's anything behind here. There is not. There is a swamp. And an Ethereum Cell token. That's pretty cool. So if you get cards that make Ethereum cells, now you have an Ethereum Cell token. So we will leave that on the side. We will come back to that a little bit later. So opening this thing up, let's see what we have, or what this has in store for us. Hopefully a little bit better than the last one. I don't want to talk down on it so that it gives us nothing, but still, it was not as exciting as I'd like it to be. This is a pre-release. We're supposed to be getting sweet stuff, so hopefully this one is there for us. We got the white die in here. I know not everybody cares. I am the person who does. I said I try to collect them all, whether I have to trade for them or whether I get them all. I won't show you all the inserts and stuff because that doesn't matter here. We saw that already in the first one. Right now, we're just going to get down to business. And we're going to start with our promo, which is the Free Jam Regent. What a weird name for a card, but it is our promo. It is a rare, it is a dragon. As I have said in many of our prior videos, if you guys have been following along with the channel, I feel like there has to be a dragon in every set. I understand why it's fantasy and dragons are dragons, but still, I don't know that I understand why there's a dragon on Kaladesh, but here we go. Here's a dragon on Kaladesh, and now we have it in foil. His chest plate looks great. His mouth looks great in foil, his open mouth, and the background looks kind of cool. So there's that. And it's a free jam regent. We can maybe use it in our deck. Let's see what we get. We have two of the Kaladesh packs to start with two planeswalkers on the front, so maybe that's telling us something. We'll start with Dovinbon here. Dovinbon's a pretty sweet guy. He's got cool abilities, both in the story and as a card. And we'll see what we get. We start with an Aviary Mechanic, a Vidalcan Blademaster, a Terror of the Fairgrounds with a gigantic nasty gremlin, a Thriving Ibex, whoops, a Kujar Seed Sculptor, an Ambitious Aetherborn, a Workshop Assistant, Salivating Gremlins, great name for a card. We have a Vehicle, and it's a sweet one, in Sky Skiff, real nice. We have a Fretwork Colony as our first uncommon. We have an Aether Torch Renegade as our second, and we have a Durable Handicraft as our third. Our rare or mythic in our first pack in this kit is... gross. A Dubious Challenge. That is not the card that you want to see ever. Draft sealed regardless. If you can make a deck around this card, more power to you, but I don't think it happens in sealed. I don't think it happens in draft, and it shouldn't happen in standard or any constructed, really. But anyway, here's Dubious Challenge. I talked more about this than I talked about some good ones. Behind that, we have something. Okay. So it was fooling with me. This is a foil mythic. This is a foil Torrential Gearhulk. That is spectacular. It is not a masterpiece, which is darn unfortunate, but still a Torrential Gearhulk, so I am not going to complain about a foil mythic in Torrential Gearhulk. That is absolutely insane. So you know what? I'm sorry for talking down on the Dubious Challenge. That is my fault, and this is what I get. Although, I guess that means that I should probably keep talking down on stuff. Anyway, here is a foil mythic in Torrential Gearhulk. The best Gearhulk, if you look at constructed at least. Here's the Torrential Gearhulk. Behind that, we have a Plains and a Rotary Servo token. We have another pack of Kaladesh. Will it be as good as the last one? I kind of doubt it. But let's see what we get here. If I can open it. There we go. We have a Sky Swirl Harrier, Dramatic Reversal, Wily Bundar, Maulfist Squad, Bastion Mastodon, Welding Sparks, nice card, Cog Workers Puzzle Knot, Tidy Conclusion, Inventor's Goggles, Larger Than Life, Embral Bruiser is our first uncommon, Unlicensed Disintegration is our second. I love the name on this card, so cool. The art's nice, and it's one of the workaround gold uncommons. and a Spark of Creativity is the third. Our rare or mythic in our second Kaladesh pack, will it be as good as the first one, is a Botanical Sanctum. Not bad. Dual lands are important. Fixing in general is important. In sealed, it can help you play some splash for some good cards. Is there anything behind the Botanical Sanctum? There is not. There is a mountain, and there is a Thopter token. Still, you would think because we opened the Torrential Gearhook, we're just done, right? No, we still have 4 packs of Aether Revolt to open. So we start with our first one, with this guy on it, who I still don't know. But we will see if I can figure it out, or if we get something pretty sweet. We start with a Conviction. Just an interesting piece of art on this card, and pretty short, sweet, and to the point in the name, Conviction. A Girapur Osprey, a Take into Custody, a Natural Obsolescence, a Resourceful Return, a Lifecraft Cavalry, Reservoir Walker, Destructive Tampering, Filigree Crawler, Augmenting Automaton. Shielded Ether Thief is our first uncommon. I love this card. I love the art on this card. I love what this card can do. I'm looking forward to trying this card out. Just fantastic. Behind that, Tezzeret's Touch. Sweet uncommons are sweet. And here's one of them. Again, kind of a build around me uncommon that points you in a certain direction. The art is fantastic. The card seems sweet. If you can make it work, congrats. So here's the Tezzeret's Touch. Behind that, a Ridge Scale Tusker, which is also really nice. And our rare or mythics, hopefully also nice, is a Release the Gremlins. This could be really cool if we can get it to work, and if your opponent has the kind of deck for it, or to go against it at least. This is really nice, Release the Gremlins. The art looks cool. I guess it kind of makes sense with the quote from Pia that she's resourceful enough to release the gremlins to take down a lot of the artifacts that they have. So there's that. Behind that, we have a Swamp and an Upside Down Servo token. I've been getting a lot of Upside Down stuff. Here's an Upside Down Servo. We go now to an Ajani pack. My boy Ajani, personally my favorite Planeswalker. Let's see if we get something sweet out of an Ajani pack. Hint, hint, if not, there's technically another one, but I'd like something cool out of this one, please. We have a Shipwreck Moray with beautiful kind of ether-looking skin on it. Really, really nice. I like that. Audacious Infiltrator, Frontline Rebel, High Spire Infusion, Resourceful Return, Druid of the Cowl, Destructive Tampering, Filigree Crawler, Implement of Malice. We have not seen a lot of implements in these kits, but here's an Implement of Malice, a Countless Gears Renegade, a Hidden Herbalists as our first uncommon, a Barricade Breaker as our second, and a Fatal Push. We're getting some sweet uncommons today, guys. Here's Fatal Push as our third. Very, very nice. Let's see if the rare or mythic can do better. It is a Whir of Invention. So this is showing the Heart of Kiran, at least based on the art that was shown to us in the stories. This is the Heart of Kiran in its dock, getting fixed up, getting ready to ship out. I mean, Heart of Kiran would be better, but still, here's a Whir of Invention. Behind that, an island and another Upside Down Servo token. I don't know why, but they're upside down. Speaking of Planeswalker packs, we have Tezzeret as our next pack, which means, as I told you, our last pack will be a Johnny again. Hopefully something sweet out of there. We start with another Shipwreck Moray. Again, the pattern on this guy is awesome. Caught in the Brights, super flavorful card. What an amazing piece of art, a piece of flavor. I just love it. I love this card a lot. Precise Strike, Fen Hauler, Natural Obsolescence, Resourceful Return, getting a lot of duplicates. It's a small set, that's what happens. Reservoir Walker, Destructive Tampering, Filigree Crawler, Renegade Rallier is our first uncommon. Again, dual color uncommon, trying to pull you in one direction or another. I'm not really sure where we're going with this deck, but we shall see. Here's the Renegade Rallier. We have a Ravenous Intruder in this gremlin. Look at that guy. He actually looks really devious. Some of the gremlins look cute. This guy does not. He looks mean and mad and angry. So there's that. We have a Consulate Dreadnought as our third and final uncommon. It is a vehicle. It's a 7/11 vehicle. So that tells you something. It's 1 mana for Crew 6. What a weird but funny card. Again, definitely something I'm looking forward to seeing if I can get to work. Behind it, our rare or mythic in this pack is the Green Wheel Liberator. Okay, it's got Revolt, so maybe we can make Revolt work. I like that this guy or gal, I can't quite tell, I think it's a female, just cut that banner down and is just standing behind it. She looks really awesome. It is a female. She looks really awesome standing back there, so that's really, really nice. Behind that, we have a foil common. It is real sweet. Endaring Demolition. The foiling pattern looks nice with the explosion in the background, with the smoke, with the Aetherborn kind of jumping through. This is a piece of art that we also saw in the most recent story. You can check out our review of that also at the top here. I'll link that for you. But that's really cool. What a great piece of removal. Behind that, a Plains and an upside down energy reserve token. Our tokens are all upside down. I guess that's okay. I don't know what else to say about it. We have an Ajani pack as our final pack. We got something sweet out of this pre-release kit already. Do I dare ask for something else? Yeah, I think I do. Because why not? It's a pre-release. I want to get cool stuff just constantly. So, here is a Caught in the Brights to start. I like that. We have a Precise Strike, an Aether Swooper, a Defiant Salvager, Prey Upon. Haven't seen one of these yet. That's nice. Piece of removal again, at least hopefully. Renegade's Getaway, Filigree Crawler. We have an Augmenting Automaton, Implement of Combustion for another implement, an Ice Over. Cogwork Assembler is our first uncommon. Ironclad Revolutionary is the second, and Maverick Thopterist is the third. Our last rare or mythic is a Dark Intimations. It is the fifth and final Story Spotlight card for this set. It is 3 colors. I am super psyched to find out what this card is all about. It talks about Nicol Bolas, which is great because we are going into Amonkhet, so it is conceivable that we are getting him either in the next set or the set after that. But regardless, this card is sweet. It's a Story Spotlight card. Again, on this channel, we care a lot about the story. So here's Dark Intimations. I don't know that we could get this card to work in this deck, but who knows? We had some fixing, so maybe. Behind that, we have a Forest and another upside down token in a Gremlin token. We haven't actually seen this guy yet. Looks super, like, regal, I feel like. I understand he's, like, under a bridge, but he looks like he's just sitting on a throne. I just like that a lot. I think that's cool. So, guys, let's go over what we got. Let's go back to our first box, or our first kit, if you will. We'll look at some of the foils that we got to start. We got the Pima Aether Seer. We got the Negate. We got the Armorcraft Judge. Then we got a Maverick Thopterist. I thought that was really nice. We got the Indomitable Creativity. Again, I don't know how it's going to work. It's a beautiful piece of art, and it's a mythic, so that's nice. We have a Felidar Guardian, because that card is real important. So we got that. We got a Battle at the Bridge. A Baral Chief of Compliance, who I said I am a big fan of. We got a Glint Sleeve Siphoner. We got a Madcap Experiment, not so sure about that either, speaking of questionable red cards, and Depala Pilot Exemplar. So let us know what you guys think for that one. Let us know in the comments down below. Again, you have the benefit of rewinding and fast forwarding. That one is a little all over the place, although I don't know that we can get Depala to work, just because a lot of the red that we saw here, at least, wasn't the best, although we do have the Felidar Guardian. So is that enough to make Depala good, or good enough with the other stuff that we had? And then if we go to our other stuff that we got here, we got in our second kit, Dark Intimations, as you saw. The Daring Demolition is just a nice piece of removal. Yes, it's foil, but still, removal is really important. We have the Green Wheel Liberator. We have the Whir of Invention. Fatal Push is another sweet piece of removal, also in black. So that's definitely something to consider for that one. Try to make that work if you can. Our another red rare in Release the Gremlins. We have a Botanical Sanctum for some fixing if we wanted to splash blue, green, or both. Speaking of trying to splash blue, or maybe just be blue, this card is insane. And the Dubious Challenge, which absolutely not. Nope. I'm going to leave you guys looking at this, because why wouldn't I? This is definitely, in my opinion, the best thing we opened in this video. You guys let me know what you thought of these kits down below, what you would do with these kits down below. How did your pre-release go? Let us know. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm going to say thank you to Champion Card Collector in Poughkeepsie, New York for having us here. You can check out a link to their website down in the description box below. They are awesome to us always, and we thank them always for that. Thank you for watching this video. As I said, I have been Joe. thank you for coming to the Geek for All YouTube channel. You can subscribe down below. You will find out when more videos like this come out, more pack openings, more of other things. Releases next week. We'll be opening booster boxes, bundles, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.